How about you, Arthur?
I think I'll try the spicy sausage with peppers.
Arthur.
What's the matter?
Well, Carrie said he's not supposed to have anything spicy.
Hey, why don't you order something else?
Very well. I will have the spicy sausage with peppers.
Welcome back to another episode of Joe, your cooking guide. If you're new to the channel, thanks for joining. If you're already a subscriber, welcome back. And thanks to everyone for your support. I greatly appreciate it. Today's recipe is one that has been highly requested for quite some time by my brother Larry. And today, I'm happy to share it with everyone. It's my version of sausage and peppers with some grilled garlic croutons and some simple shaved Parmesan cheese. Hey, if you enjoy this video, please consider subscribing and hit the notification bell for upcoming videos. So hang out with me for a bit and let's have some fun. So we're going to do a quick review of the ingredients for today's recipe. So we have about 1 pound of some spicy Italian sausage. I have some garlic cloves that we're going to use to rub our grilled croutons. I have a couple tablespoons of dried basil, a couple tablespoons of dried oregano. This is about 3/4 cup of vegetable stock, 3 cloves of garlic, 1 cup of chopped tomatoes. We'll use through the recipe about 3 tablespoons of chopped parsley, some Parmesan cheese. This is 1.5 cups of dry white wine. And then of course we have our peppers and onions. And then some of our, this is a French baguette that I just sliced on a bias. And then what I want to do really quickly is just show how I julienne the peppers, right? So I'm just going to take my knife and what we're going to do is put your hand on top of the pepper, keep your knife on the bottom here, and just roll the pepper while you're sawing the knife, right? And what we want to do is to get that pepper off in one piece, right? And then what we can do is just take the bottom off, and then we'll just take our peppers and then just start to julienne them up. Right, so I'll continue with that and then we'll move on to the next step. All right, so we're going to start making our grilled croutons. And what I'm going to do is just take a little bit of olive oil and just put a little bit of olive oil on the top. And then you can just take your finger and just kind of spread it on there a little bit. And then I also want to add some fresh cracked pepper. And then I have a hot grill pan, and all we're going to do with these croutons is we're just going to lay them in our grill pan. Okay? And you may have to push down on them a little bit because we really want to get those cool grill marks. And that's just going to really add not only to the presentation, but also the flavor as well. Right? So you want to just push them down slightly. And you can use a spatula to do this. And then while we have the front side grilling, we're going to put a little bit of olive oil on the other side. And again, we'll do the same thing. We'll put a little bit of fresh ground pepper. All right, so I went ahead and grilled both sides of the croutons here. And all I'm going to take is just a whole garlic clove. And we're just going to kind of rub these on each of the croutons. Okay, so we're going to just take all of our croutons, we're going to get them rubbed with the garlic, and when that hits these hot croutons, it's just such an amazing smell, and the flavor is going to be just fantastic. Okay, so we finish brushing all of our croutons or crostinis. We're going to move those off to the side, and in the same pan that we used for the crostinis, we're going to take our Italian sausage, right? So we'll put in a little bit of olive oil, and then we're just going to take our links and start laying them in the pan. Right, and we're not going to fully cook the sausage at this point, we just want to get some nice grill marks. We want to get some additional flavor. So they'll still be raw inside, but like I said, it's just really the flavor and then some of those grill marks that we're really looking for. All right, so we're just going to let those go. Just keep rolling them around and try to get the grill marks around the entire sausage. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to cut these in some rounds. All right, so we're going to start putting together this recipe. So I have a pan that I just preheated. It's about medium-high heat. And then we're going to add in some olive oil. And we just want to do enough olive oil to kind of coat the bottom. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take our half of a yellow onion, 1 red pepper, 1 yellow pepper, and then 1 green pepper. All right, just going to add those in and just start moving them around. Okay, and at this point we're going to want to add a little bit of salt, some pepper, and then some chopped garlic. And this is about 3 cloves of chopped garlic. And then we'll just keep this all moving around. All right, so we have our peppers in. And then what we'll do is we'll add in our 2 teaspoons of basil, 2 tablespoons of oregano. And then we're going to add in our sausage. So what I did with the sausage is after we grilled it, I just cut it into some rounds or some little coins. Right, so we'll add in our sausage. And just start moving that around. And it's looking fantastic already. Right, so we're just going to keep moving that around. And then what we want to do is we want to add in our crushed tomatoes. And this is 1 cup of crushed tomatoes. And just start moving all that around. And then we want to deglaze with about 1.5 cups of white wine. There we go. And you want to reduce this down by about half, just to take a little bit of the acidity out. And then what we want to do is we're going to add in some vegetable stock. And this is about 3/4 cup of vegetable stock. And then I'll put a lid on it. And then we're going to let this simmer for about 20 to 25 minutes. So after about 20 to 25 minutes of simmering, this is the consistency that we're looking for. You know, the wine and the stock and all the juices from the vegetables reduced down, and you're left with just a little bit on the bottom of the pan. So what we want to do is put in a little bit of chopped parsley. Right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to move into our final presentation. Right, so what we're going to do is just take some of our sausage and peppers, and we're just going to put it in the bottom of this bowl here. And the smells are just absolutely amazing. And I was tasting this along the way to ensure that it was seasoned properly. And I can tell you that spicy Italian sausage with all the peppers, it was just so good. Right, and we're just going to put a few more peppers on the top there. Right? I get a little particular here. I like to just clean that out. Okay, and then we're going to take some of our croutons, and these are just those grilled croutons that we made. And you can put as many as you like. I think 3 would be perfect. And then we want to add in a little bit of Parmesan cheese. So I just got a little block of Parmesan in a vegetable peeler, and we're just going to take some of the Parmesan and just kind of strew that on top of the sausage and peppers. There you go. That looks pretty cool. Right, I like that. And then I'm going to use one of my Christmas gifts, and this is just a rosemary infused olive oil. And we're just going to take a little bit of that and just, you could put a little bit even on the croutons there. And then finally, a little bit of chopped parsley. So there we have it. This is my version of sausage and peppers with some crostinis that we brushed with a little garlic, topped with some Parmesan cheese, and a little bit of the rosemary infused olive oil. Hey, thanks for joining me. I really hope you enjoyed this recipe. And if you did, please be sure to hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell for my upcoming videos. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next video.